One. And welcome back to another crazy, funny, exciting episode of Slap to the Future, guys. And on this episode today, it's gonna be starring Jada fucking Pinkett. Okay? Now, when we do an episode of Slap to the Future, it's usually starring Will Smith. Okay? But on this episode, we are starring Jada Pinkett, guys. Salute to Will Harley in the building. I got the goddamn juice, guys. Okay? Now, even though this is Slap to the Future, this is another episode of Slap to the Future, we are going to take it back to the future. Okay? Because I got my inside shit. I got people on the inside of the Smith family, so I got the scoop. I get information that other motherfuckers just can't get. Okay? Now, this is from last year. All right? Ever since I started doing the Slap to the Future episodes, I started to find out things about the Smith family, shit that's been going on for the last 5 years. Okay? I get DMs. Motherfuckers DM me, old ex-employees of the Smith family. Yes, Jada Pinkett Smith got about at least 100 motherfuckers fired. Sleepy Hollow in the building. Jada Pinkett got 100 people fired from her house. Shooting Dawn in the building. Donald, she got 100 people fired. So motherfuckers who used to work for the Smith family started reaching out to me on Instagram. We are getting out there, guys. Slap to the Future. We are getting out there. Okay? So I got inside fucking information. Okay? I found out why Will Smith slapped Chris Rock the night before, the night at the fucking Oscars, guys. Yes. Shout out to the employee, because you told me you want me to keep your name confidential. You don't want nobody to know. But shout out to the employee, Denise in the building. Shout out to the employee that reached out to me on IG and gave me the motherfucking information. Okay? Yeah, yes, Sleepy Hollow. Come to find out, Deborah in the building. We are slapping Back to the Future. Okay? So the night of the Oscars, the night before, Jada Pinkett told Will Smith that Chris Rock was sending her inappropriate pictures of his private part. That's what happened. Justin, yes, I got an employee that used to work for them. And Jada Pinkett used to walk around with attitudes, being all mean to the employees and shit, especially if they was females. You know what I'm saying? Hint, hint. Yeah, they reached out to me. Now I could be a voice for them because I'm not afraid of the Smith fucking family. I'm not afraid. Yeah, and I told the employee, like I said, I'm gonna keep your name confidential. But I said, I promise you, I will put the information out on the next episode of Slap to the Future. So I know why Will Smith was so fucking mad. Jada Pinkett, you are a fucking liar. Chris Rock ain't never sent you no motherfucking penis pics. And that's what was all in Will's head the night that he fucking slapped Chris Rock. Okay? Because, see, I found out that Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett had a conversation, guys. They had a conversation before the Oscars. Jada Pinkett knew that Chris Rock was going to make jokes about her. Now, she didn't know the actual joke. Okay, everybody that Chris Rock made jokes about, they all talked to each other. They all talked, Mark, I am supreme. We are coming in the building. Okay, I've been losing my breath fucking with them, guys. I've been losing my breath. Can you keep up? Baby boy, make me lose my breath. Bring the noise, make me lose my breath. Can you keep up? So listen, I'm telling y'all, I got the real information. Jada Pinkett was putting shit in Will's head that night. The night before the Oscars. somebody that she fired that worked hard for her. And that girl told me she was only making $22 an hour. And she was slaving over that motherfucker family. She was slaving over that motherfucker family, guys. Smash the like button. Now, when you work for somebody and they treat you like shit, yes, Jada, this is coming back. It's coming back to the goddamn future. And after it come back to the future, I'm going to slap you back to the goddamn future. Like Will Smith, but this episode is starring you, Jada. So she was riling Will up, talking about Chris Rock sent her a picture of his pecker, and he sent you a picture of his navel. She said that Chris Rock sent her a picture of his navel. Who sends a picture of a navel? You know the navel, the thing that be the thing on your stomach. Why would Chris Rock send you a picture of his navel, Jada? What is sexy about a picture of a navel? Now, I've seen some women with some cute navels. They got the belly ring and all of that stuff. I've seen some cute navels. Shout out to women with the belly rings and the cute navels. But why the fuck would Chris Rock send you a nude picture of his pecker and then send you a picture of his navel? Jada, you are a liar. Y'all was supposed to have a conversation the night before the goddamn Oscar slap. She instigated Will Smith, guys. Come on, we got 70 people in the building. The show just started. We got 71 people. We got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up because I got the goddamn juice. And you know what else I got, guys? I got my motherfucking monster. Yes. So monsters, if you guys are watching, I'm still going to keep drinking y'all shit. Even if you guys don't want to give me a deal, I'm still gonna keep drinking because these make me become a bad motherfucker. I'm already a bad motherfucker, but this intense my bad motherfuckerism. But Jada Pinkett, you are a troublemaker. And I'm glad to find out that woman told me she used to wash all your fucking clothes. She used to give you back massages. She told me she felt like she was in the movie Roots. That you were treating her like she was a fucking slave. Tell them again, Supreme, smash that fucking like button. Jada Pinkett instigated that slap before she made that fucking face. After the joke, she talked to Chris Rock. And they were all supposed to be friends. They was on a motherfucking speakerphone. Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, and I don't give a fuck. The employee who used to work with y'all, Jada, it don't matter. You fired 100 motherfuckers for no apparent reason. Okay? So you ain't gonna know which one I'm talking about. But you know she was a woman because she was doing every fucking thing she could and you was making her kiss your fucking ass. But she don't give a fuck no more. And she reached out to me on Instagram. And like I said, I told her, shout out to you because I know you watching. I'm not putting your name out there, sweetheart. I'm not putting your name out until you do your book because Jada, the woman that used to work for you, she's writing a motherfucking tell-all book. She's writing a tell-all book. Slap to the Future is the Police Academy of podcast episodes. Can't done. I am waiting for you to get the tea when Will finally loses it and fuck Jada up. I know that's right. But I'm telling you right now, Slap to the Future for me, the movie Back to the Future, okay? And the Will Smith slap, that's what made me say Slap to the Future. So if anybody else got a podcast, I don't give a fuck. The name of my shit is Time to Take the Wave Cap Off. Time to take the bonnet off. But right now, whenever I'm doing some fucking shit on the motherfucking Smith family, it's an episode of Slap to the Future. Get those like buttons up, guys. Judy in the building. So this whole time, Jada Pinkett started this shit. Shout out to B Gooch in the motherfucking building. B the Gooch. I got an employee that used to work for Jada Pinkett. She found me on Instagram. Told me everything. Said that Jada Pinkett was in Will Smith's ear the night before the Oscars, telling her that Chris Rock sent her naked pictures of himself, nude pictures of his navel, of his pecker. You know what I mean? I think she said that Chris Rock sent her a picture of his fingers. And he could have got his hands done. You know some rich motherfuckers get their hands done and shit? That could have been a friendly fucking picture, Jada. And you riled Will the fuck up. But y'all knew, Jada Pinkett knew the jokes that Chris Rock was gonna say. No, she didn't know the jokes, but she knew that he was gonna make jokes about her. This shit was all fucking known. Y'all had a talk. I found out from an employee, Jada. So and I'm telling you, I'm gonna give y'all all the motherfucking juice. Everything I know, Jada, you are a fucking liar. Okay, this is why you said that Chris Rock was obsessed with you. You are obsessed with you, and you're a fucking fibber, and you got Will Smith all fucked up in the head. You mean to tell me the night before the Oscars, you guys talked already, Jada? I did not know that. And then you telling her that he sent you a penis fucking pic. There's women who collect dick pics. Salute to Zachary, excuse me, Zachary, let me put some respect on your name. There is women who collect penis pics. Okay? Then there's women that are disgusted when they come through their fucking inbox. Jada Pinkett, you look like a dick pic collector. Okay? So I refuse to believe that you would have even told. That's why this episode right here is a slap to the future and it's starring motherfucking the night of the Oscars. That's why we got to take this motherfucking back. Pay attention to Jada Pinkett's face because she knew already. She was instigating Will Smith the night of the Oscars. The night before, she was instigating, talking about fucking Chris Rock sent you a picture of his navel. And he had a belly ring and everything. This is what started.
You know who got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now,
Now, pay attention. These jokes, Jada Pinkett and Harvey Einstein, he's talking about, already knew the jokes. Chris Rock talked to them on the phone the night before the Oscars. So Jada already knew what was coming. She was riling Will up, guys. I'm just showing y'all. We're going back to the motherfucking beginning on how this shit started.
Loses, he can't win.
This was already known.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Now, I had to take you guys back to the goddamn night of the Oscars because I found out. Like I said, I want the world to know, and I told the employee who used to work for Jada Pinkett, I said, sweetheart, I'm going to get your story out. I'm going to get you heard. The night before this, Jada Pinkett knew the jokes. Not the jokes, excuse me. Chris Rock talked to Jada Pinkett and Will Smith on a three-way the night before the Oscars. And Jada Pinkett sat there and told Will Smith before they went to the Oscars that Chris Rock sent her a penis pic, okay? Just to start some shit for no reason, okay? The employee that used to work for her was at the house. Before she got fired, she was at the house watching Will Smith and Jada Pinkett argue. They were arguing. Keep my fries out. Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, guys, were arguing the night before. The night before, I think she said the night before or the night before that. This happened before the Oscars. That slap still bothers the shit out of me a year later. Yes, and Miss Castro, Chris Rock admitted that the slap it not only does it bother him, it still hurts after a year. Will was on that goody and couldn't handle that high. Couldn't. There's no way. And you guys know, in certain relationships, you can have some people that instigate you. It's just crazy to me that she instigated the thing from the whole fucking beginning. She's been in that boy's head telling Will that Chris Rock sent her a picture of his pecker. Any man, if your woman come to you and say, hey, this dude down the street or, your friend sent me a picture of his penis, you're going to snap out, right, guys? That's like the worst thing that a woman could tell you. Because she know you're going to get mad. If your woman told you that a man sent her a picture of his navel, usually a motherfucker will send a picture of his abs, his muscles. She said that Chris Rock sent her a picture of his navel. Donald, you ever see a woman walk around with a navel? Talking about, oh my God, look at this man's navel and his belly ring. Oh, he's so fucking sexy. I don't know what kind of sexiness that is or what it is, but that's some hardcore shit to send a picture of your navel. That means she must really like him. Like she didn't want to see the penis. She didn't want to see the motherfucking abs, the six pack or the 7-pack. She said, send me a picture of your navel. That's deep love right there. And Jada, you are a fucking narcissist, okay? And that's why that woman that you fired, like I said, she already told me she got a book coming out. It's a bunch of shit that was going on in your house. She even told me that August Alsina, you and Will used to go lock yourself in the fucking bedroom and come out 2 and 3 hours later. She told me that fucking shit was inappropriate. She did not understand how you, August Alsina, Jada Pinkett, August Alsina, and Will Smith used to be in a bedroom watching movies together. While Will Smith is laying up like this, Jada Pinkett next to him, August sprawled across the fucking bed. That woman told me everything. You know what I'm saying? Larry in the building. Guys, if I don't see your comments, just keep them coming. Because I'm going to always read back at them. I need you guys to smash the like button, guys. Jada Pinkett Smith started this shit, guys, way before the Oscars. We already knew from the face she made that night when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. We saw the face when she gave him that face. Look, baby, go get him. You better fucking get him or I'm fucking August without you tonight. And Will went up and did it. But if you guys, none of us knew that she started it before that. She told Will that Chris Rock was sending her dick pics. Pictures of his pecker. And she was telling Will that Chris Rock's dick was bigger than his. Can you imagine if a woman tell you that your penis is smaller than another guy that she allegedly wasn't supposed to have sex with? It's heartbreaking. Chris Rock, I feel so bad for you, dude, because you talked to them the night before the Oscars. Talked to both of them on a three-way. Y'all had a great conversation. That's what the ex-employee that worked for the Smith family told me. Pimp 50. You thought that they was gonna be cool, Chris. This is fucked up. The reason why Jada Pinkett Smith is that word, Will, is because it's simply facts that she's a Z-list actor. And you know what, Jess, you right. But Jess, why would she start this shit? Justin, why would Jada Pinkett be starting with this man, riling him up, and then they talked to Chris Rock the night before? I didn't know that. You know what I mean? And Chris Rock didn't know she had alopecia or alopecia or whatever that is. The Hello Keisha. He didn't know she had Hello Keisha. You know what I'm saying? So all he knew that he was talking to his friends of Hollywood the night before, thinking that everything was cool. He let Jada Pinkett know, look, I got some jokes for y'all. Even the woman who worked for Jada Pinkett told me that Chris Rock was making jokes to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett over the phone. She said he was saying worse shit. that was even funnier over the phone. And she said that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett was laughing at both of the jokes. They were over the phone the night before the Oscars laughing at Chris Rock's jokes. So this was some shit that Jada Pinkett just wanted to go viral. She wanted to try to get her popularity back up. Antonio! Salute to Antonio. Guys, I told you, smash that like button. This is fucked up. Do you know, Jada Pinkett, how many women that got dudes murdered in the fucking hood from shit that you're fucking doing? Thank goodness that Will Smith is fucking successful. The only bad part about his life is you, goddammit. I can't stand a woman that starts trouble, that instigates, that make men go and fight each other. You know? You ain't seen Menace to Society, Jada Pinkett? Remember that part when the motherfucker said, we supposed to be brothers. We're supposed to be brothers, Jada. And you were instigating Chris Rock. You were instigating Will Smith the whole time, other than the low down dirty chain. You were instigating. And the woman that used to work for you, she told me that you used to treat her like shit, Jada Pinkett. That you treated her like shit, and she also told me that you was treating Will Smith like shit too. She said you were treating August Alsina as he was the man of the house. Yes, that's what she said. That Will was like the bitch of the fucking house, and August was the fucking man of the fucking house. He would walk around with the remote in his boxes. Shit like that. When Will Smith wanted to watch TV, he had to go ask August. Every time Will Smith wanted to watch fucking TV in his own house, Jada, he'd ask you, where was the remote? The woman that used to work for me told me, she used to ask you, where was the remote? And you used to tell Will Smith, you gotta go ask August. I can't believe you was dealing with shit like that, Will. I'm just so motherfucking heartbroken. When I got this fucking call, Jada Dickhead Smith. There we go, Mozo. We got to make a name for that motherfucker. That's why I said this episode of Slap to the Future is starring Jada fucking Pinkett. You are a troublemaker. This shit was planned before the Oscars. I didn't even know that shit. Poor fucking Chris Rock. I'm glad you came back strong like you did, Chris, and tore their asses up. I didn't know you was on the phone with them the night before the Oscars, laughing and joking, and you was saying jokes about her being bald-headed. You was talking about her, hello, Keisha, and all of that shit. And they wasn't fucking saying nothing. They was laughing. The woman that used to work for y'all, the Smith family, told me. The woman who was fucking cleaning the table when y'all was talking to Chris Rock on the phone, when she was putting the dishes and the food away after serving y'all. Yeah, one of the motherfucking maids. But you fired 100 of them, Jada, for no reason. It's a bunch of them. She told me she got a book coming out talking all about your fucking ignorant ass. That's God. Listen, I can show y'all the DMs. From the woman who reached out to me. Shout out to her. Jada Pinkett, you are a fucking demon. Okay? You should be a rapper. You should be a drill rapper because you are a demon. You've been smoking on this Will Smith pack for the fucking longest. And it's fucking sad. I knew it was some shit behind this shit. Guys, this whole time, they talked to Chris Rock. So you got to think about how surprised. We seen how surprised Chris Rock was when he got slapped. That looked like the most surprising slap ever. That motherfucker was like this. Okay, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. Chris Rock didn't know that the slap was coming because he talked to them before the Oscars. And Jada Pinkett, you lied on that man. Chris Rock had a girlfriend at the time. Y'all seen, what's that white girl that Chris Rock that he was dating? Chris Rock had a girlfriend. He was dating the actor. This white woman, this actor, cute girl too. Chris Rock had a girlfriend. He ain't never sent you no picture of his fucking pecker. You lied to Will Smith. And Will, if you watching this shit, dude, you are so fucking naive. How you just gonna believe what she said? You did didn't even see the dick pic. The girl who used to work for y'all told me you just started snapping the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? What did he do? What did he do? After he already got off the phone with y'all, you started getting mad. Did she show you the dick pic, Will? No. That's not no West Philly shit. You was away from Philadelphia too fucking long, dude. She never showed Will Smith the picture of Chris Rock's pecker. Where's the penis pic, Jada? And Will, you just bought into that shit? So the whole time she set you up to fuck up your career. That's what this was all about, guys. Bottom line, I don't even think she really cared about Chris Rock getting hurt. She wanted Will Smith to fuck up his big night. That's how I feel. Anytime a woman instigates you the night before your big night, if a motherfucker sent you a dick pic and me and you are together, bitch, don't tell me until after I get my award. She gonna tell him the night before. Jada needs to know Skid Row is right down the street. Yeah, yo, how fucked up is that though? If you know somebody about to have something good happen to them, why the fuck would you tell them bad news? If it was true, the night before your big motherfucker. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Jada lying about Chris Rock sending her a new photo. She just makes up things. Can't believe what a horrible person she is. Surely you right. Surely that's fucked up. And she succeeded, Jody. She was successful. But I can imagine Bingo Mark, you know what I mean? B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name, oh. She succeeded. But I'm telling you, any woman come to a man, okay, a man that really loves you and say that another man inappropriately disrespected you, upstate New York in this motherfucker, Bernadine, Jada Pinkett told Will Smith before the Oscars slap, I knew more shit was going to come out, that we was going to get to the bottom of this shit. She started this shit way before she looked at Will before the slap. That's why Chris Rock was so surprised and said he rooted for Will Smith his whole entire life. You fucked up two friends, Jada. And I know you sitting back happy as a motherfucker, eating grapes with your new employees. Bernadine, I got somebody that used to work for her that she fired. She fired, was a hard worker. She was only making $22 an hour to fucking do Jada Pinkett's toenails, all that shit. She thought they was homegirls. Feed the family. You know what I'm saying? She was a maid doing housework and shit. She said she used to watch Will Smith and August Alsina and Jada Pinkett go in the bedroom and come out 3.5 hours later. In the bedroom watching movies. This what she said. August used to lay at the bottom. You know how two motherfuckers lay up at the top? One motherfucker here and then one motherfucker here. You as the king and then your queen right there. But then it's a motherfucker laying under. That's supposed to be a kid that's laying there. But it was August the whole time. Tell me that's not no weird shit. Will Smith was laying in the same bed with Jada Pinkett and August Alsina at the same time. How fucking inappropriate is that? That shit is, yes, Will is a simp, Justin. I'm sorry. When I heard that shit, I wish I would lay in the bed with another man, me and my motherfucking woman. Will, I'm so fucking disappointed. She instigated this whole thing to ruin your fucking night. And she wasn't successful. She was successful, but I don't think she wanted you to win that award. For her to do some hateful shit like that, why would she tell you the night before? And then Chris Rock was on the phone with y'all. The maid who worked for Jada Pinkett said that she heard Will Smith and Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett all talking on speakerphone before the Oscars, and they were laughing. She said that Chris Rock was saying all kinds of jokes about her alopecia, and she was not upset at all. She said she said Jada and Will was cracking the fuck up. And Chris Rock was telling her that he was going to do some kind of jokes like that because he was trying to get her another fucking part. He was trying to get her a role in a movie. What was it, Mary Jane or something? G.I. Jane. Chris Rock was trying to help Jada Pinkett Z-list fucking acting ass. He was trying to get her a part. That's why he did it. The whole shit was set up, y'all. Man, when that woman reached out to me on my Instagram, she said, "Look, you're funny as shit. I'm not gonna lie, but you be saying some real shit about the Smith family, and I love that you be getting on them. You know what I'm saying? And they can't do shit to you. You know what I'm saying? They can't do nothing to you, and I love that you got a voice and you speak the truth to them." And she said, "I used to work for Will Smith and them." And she said she got a book coming out. I can't wait for this woman to come out. Because she told me not to say her name. Because she said, trust and believe me, she's not going to know. She said Jada Pinkett had fired at least 100 women that worked for them over the years, over the 20-something years that they were together. Women that was really working hard, that wasn't like stealing or doing nothing wrong, she said. You know what I'm saying? Like surviving fucking Jada Pinkett. So not only did you humiliate Will Smith, you were fucking taking jobs away from people. People that was working hard, clipping your motherfucker cheating ass toenails. Jada! I am pissed. I am fucking pissed. Tupac don't even like sisters like Supreme. I don't know what I saw what you said, Supreme, but I gotta read the other shit before that. But smash that like button, guys. We got over 100 people in here. Smash the fucking like button if you're disappointed in Jada Pinkett fucking shit. But I know y'all not surprised. Planet in the building. I know y'all not surprised. And listen, that's why I got on my bracelets. I got on my bracelets, guys. These bracelets represent peace, unity, serenity. This is how I get my peace. Soon as I throw my bracelet on, you can't talk to me about nothing negative. Nothing fucking negative, because I will rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Jada, I cannot believe that you talked to Chris Rock before the Netflix special. And you're going to tell Will Smith, knowing he believed any fucking thing you say, Chris Rock sent you a picture of his fucking penis and he had a girlfriend, and you said he sent you a picture of his navel. What man sent a picture of his navel? Now look, I'm a fat motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest, guys, but fat is the new 20. I embrace my motherfucking fatness. Now, if my doctors tell me, Jamil, you got to bring the weight down because it's unhealthy and it can it can cause me my death, then yeah, I'll bring the weight down. But right now, my fat is fucking sexy, excuse me. You know what I mean? And fat to me is the new 20. It don't matter your size. It's about how you feel in here and what kind of personality that you have. You know what I'm saying? I am forever young. It don't matter how old you is either. Okay? Your age, your feeling, your peace, your everything is within you. I could be 150 years old. I guarantee you I'm still going to be forever young. In my mind and in my heart, I don't believe when she said Tupac was in love with her either. I don't believe it either, Kendi Cook. Jada's been lying this whole fucking time. This bitch is behind the scenes setting it off. Nobody's watching the movie but Will. We got over 100 people in here. We need to get the likes up, guys. Because I want to tell y'all more shit. Because Jada, I'm not going to stop until everybody knows how fucked up you are. That woman told me a lot of shit. I wrote some of this shit down. The woman that used to work for you, that was there before the Netflix special, before the fucking Oscars, she saw you instigating. She heard you and Will Smith arguing, going back and forth. Jada, the woman told me you was telling Will that he's less than a man, that he's a fucking loser, telling him that she hoped that he lost that night. And that's why Chris Rock sent her a picture of his penis and she enjoyed it. She instigated Will before the fucking guys. Smash the like button. We got 120 motherfuckers in here, guys. Slap that motherfucker like Will Smith. We need to put an end to Jada Pinkett. We got to come out with a goddamn documentary. Surviving fucking Jada Pinkett. Listen. Smash that like button. I'm not playing. Y'all got to slap that motherfucker. It's too many people in here for those many likes. Now, when that woman that worked for Jada Pinkett told me the shit that was going on in that house, she said that Jaden Smith, the woman that worked for Jada Pinkett that got fired, that Jada Pinkett fired, that reached out to me on Instagram, told me everything, said that Jaden, that your son was walking around in thongs around the house when company would come over and you didn't give a fuck. And company and the mailman and people used to be like, could he put something on? Like, what's going on? And used to say, well, Jaden, he loves to be in connection with his spirituality. The boy was walking around in thongs at 8 years old, and you talking about he was connecting with his spirituality when motherfuckers is at your house trying to hook up the cable so they gotta watch an 8-year-old walk around in thongs? That house is fucking insane. Okay? Y'all should turn the Smith house into a haunted house. Motherfuckers, and you gotta go with your parents. You gotta go with your parents. Imagine that shit. On Halloween, they turned the fucking Smith family, and don't put no old creepy shit up there. Let people just walk through. Let motherfuckers walk through the Smith house. Turn that shit to a haunted house. It's gonna be spooky. Shout out to Mark, just sent me the Cash App. Salute to Mark. Now you see how, now look at this, guys. That's how you support the motherfucking channel. I love that you guys are here, and all you really got to do is smash the like button. But shout out to Mark. When someone sends me a Cash App to donate to the goddamn channel, it comes across my screen. And Mark just sent the motherfucker a Cash App. Salute to you, Marcus. Now, I had to put the is in the end of it. I don't know if it's Marcus all the way, but I say is Marcus. You know what I mean? So you can hit the super chat, you can hit the Cash App. It's right there in the goddamn thing. Because I may need a lawyer soon. Because I know Jada Pinkett mad as fuck at me. I got the employees that used to work for her reaching out to me. Jaden little friends sitting there threatening me, talking about hitting me in the head with a skateboard when they catch me. I'm not afraid of none of your little friends, Jaden, okay? And you and your little fucking fake pregnant fucking ass. I'm not even going to talk to you right now. Let me stick to your mother with her crazy conniving ass. You know what I'm saying? And then the lady also told me the woman who worked for Jada Pinkett, their maid that she fired, told me that Willow Smith used to have company over when she was like 12 years old. She used to have motherfuckers 50, 60 years old used to come over and be in the room with her watching movies and shit like that. Her company was in their 60s and 50s. And what Jada Pinkett used to say, oh, they're just friends. She's just connecting with her earthly things, and that's her tutor. How you gonna have a tutor be tutoring your fucking girl, your daughter, while y'all out on the road, and she in there by herself with a motherfucker 65, 70 years old, talking about he's tutoring her, and she was like 12, 11. That woman told me everything, all the dysfunctional shit that was going on. She said the pets was even fucking weird. She said the fish in the fucking Smith family, the fish in the fish bowl used to be swimming upside down in that motherfucker. She said the fish used to be swimming upside down. That's how weird the motherfucking family was. She said the Smith family household was so weird that their dog used to make cat noises. When the dog would bark, it would sound like meow. Instead of roof, it used to be real. What a weird motherfucking family, guys. Smash that like button. We need the likes up, guys. Okay? And like I said, if you want to support the channel, my Cash App is $ Jamil Peterson 38. Okay? Because I'm going to probably need a fucking lawyer or need security because I know Jada going to try to sick somebody on me. But y'all tried to sue me before. But I told you motherfuckers, I ain't got no motherfucking money. Okay? So go ahead and try to sue me if you want. You ain't gonna get shit. You gonna get what, a tripod, a couple cigarette butts. That's all you gonna get, god damn it. Now every time salute to Bernadine, just hit that super chat. You see what I'm saying? Bernadine, look, wow. I just blew a kiss at Bernadine. You see how she support the channel? She just hit that super chat. Just sent me some motherfucking money to get a lawyer, to put towards my lawyer. Salute to you. That woman, I told her, because I know she watching. The woman, and she probably cracking the fuck up because she told me I was funny. And she told me I could tell y'all everything. She used to work for Jada Pinkett, Jada, and you fired her. And she used to make you sandwiches. and you asked for extra mayo. She told me she should put the extra mayo, the fucking tomatoes, all kinds of shit on your sandwich. And she would bring you the sandwich, and you would look at her and say, that's not enough mayo, or I don't want the sandwich. She said Jada used to do real ignorant shit like that. She was slave over the bitch. Yes, like Chris Rock said, bitch, I'ma say bitch too. That woman slaved over you and you treated her like shit. And she said she worked for y'all for 7 years. And you fired her. And she told you that her fucking daughter was going to college and she needed the money to do all this shit. Jada, you real vicious. I did not know you was this vicious behind the motherfucking scenes. I knew you were terrible at the red table. But the shit that you do behind the scenes, oh my Lord Jesus. You know, I can't even pray for you, Jada. I can't fucking pray for you. Okay? I'm not. You need to pray for yourself. Because you are a motherfucking demon, Jada. When I look at you now, all I see is like watching the Tales from the Hood. Remember the movie Tales from the Hood? In the end, when the motherfucker turned into the devil and shit? And the two niggas was scared of the motherfucker. That's who Jada Pinkett is. Now, when I look at this Oscar slap, I look at it totally different. Knowing that Chris Rock talked to y'all the night before, that is fucked up. He talked to y'all the night before the motherfucking slap, and you set him up, Jada. Laughed at that man's jokes, and then waited until the Oscars to sick Will on him like that. And Will, you are dumb. Why would Chris Rock be a friend of yours? I don't even see Chris Rock sending Jada Pinkett no fucking dick pic. You worrying about a penis pic when you got August Alsina R&B penis all in her fucking hot box. You ain't say shit. You didn't slap at that young motherfucker. The night that you were supposed to succeed, Jada wanted you to fail. She was jealous. That's what I think this is. She's mad because you still have an acting career. Yes, movie, Paramount Picture type shit. Yeah, she can get in a couple motherfucking little series here and there, little shit like that on the strength of you. Smash that like button, guys. We got 2 minutes. Let's get the likes to 100 at least. Once we get them there, I'm not going to give a fuck. After I talked to that woman that you fired, you know what I'm saying, that you fired her for no reason. All because she was speaking up to you, you know what I mean? And she was talking to Will. Nights that you made Will feel like this, that woman used to, tell Will Smith it's going to be okay. Just take it easy, keep your head up, just keep working hard. She was giving motherfucking Will encouragement. She was encouraging Will. And you know what, Bernadine? Bernadine just told me I need to create a slap to the fucking future table. You know how Jada Pinkett got the red table? I'm going to start a slap to the future table. And I'm going to come meet a lot of you guys. Whatever part of the world you guys are, we're going to sit down and we're going to go live. I'm going to interview y'all all together. We're going to, yes, and we're going to speak. We're going to fucking converse. And we're going to have a good goddamn time. We're going to show Jada Pinkett how you're supposed to treat human beings. Now, every time I look at this slap, it's so terrible. Just look at the slap and picture the fact that Jada Pinkett and Will fucking Smith and Chris Rock talked on the phone the night before the Oscars, and they laughed and joked, and Chris Rock said the same kind of jokes over the fucking phone, and she said nothing. And the woman who used to work for her was right there when they had him on the speakerphone. So imagine how caught off guard Chris Rock was. Now I look at the slap totally different. It's like, damn, bitch, you set me up. I thought we was cool. I thought I could say these jokes because I said it to y'all the night before. Then you gonna tell Will I sent you a picture of my diggling? Look at this shit. I look at it totally different.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Now, don't it seem even sadder, guys, when you look at that slap, knowing that the night before, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith talked to Chris Rock the night before this Oscar. So you know he had to be surprised knowing that he made jokes to them on speakerphone the night before. Do you know how horrible I would feel knowing that I would have bit Will Smith like Mike Tyson that night. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm lying. If Will Smith would have slapped me that night, I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. I would have just passed the fuck out. I would have passed the fuck out. And I would have went out coffin style. You ever see a motherfucker get knocked out and they go out like this in the coffin? I would have went out coffin style. I would have fucked up the whole Oscars because it would have took a long time to get me off the ground. I would have just been laying out that motherfucker. They would have had to drag me. I would have sued the bullshit out that motherfucker. And I would have took their mansion and I would have turned the Smith house into what it is, a goddamn paranormal fucking activity ass fucking haunted house. That woman that worked for you, Jada, told me it was a lot of paranormal shit that was going on at the house too. When she used to be in the kitchen cleaning and shit, she said dishes was getting up and jumping into the dishwasher. She said shit was flying and lights was cutting on and off. That's some crazy shit. Salute to Marlon. He laughed at the first until he looked at it. And that's why Lenny, this is the thing. Lenny, they knew all about that he was going to do the jokes. That's the crazy thing. That's why Lenny, he laughed at the jokes. Will Smith knew the jokes was funny. And Lenny, imagine this, right? Lenny, you got to know, and I know you know this, as being a man, this is not for all women. Shout out to all the good women out there. Even shout out to the women who change. But you know, if your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance, something like that, told you that another man sent her pictures, inappropriate pictures, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to fucking snap like a bucket of crabs, right? You're going to go off. So this is the shit she installed in Will Smith's fucking head. And I told y'all, she said that Chris Rock sent her a picture of his belly button. So you're going to be upset if you think that a man sent your woman some naked photos. Especially if you think like, damn, his body might have looked better than mine. You're going to be mad anyway. No matter what. Why would you tell that man that Chris Rock sent you a penis fucking pic the night before the Oscars when you know that it was his big motherfucking day? Jada, because you wanted to ruin it. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to fucking ruin it. Damn, I'm late. You ain't late. Prime 1973, you're right on time. What I need you guys to do is smash the like button. I want to get the likes to 100. That's when YouTube will put this shit on her channel. For her to face reality. For her to face the fucking truth. She needs to see this. I'm not afraid of her, Victor. Later, dude. Salute to you, Vic. Chris Rock was a pillar of excellence. How many men could contain? You're so right. Kendi, you're right. Because I wouldn't have been able to contain myself. Motherfucker just smacked me like that. Like I told you, I would have fell out, though. I don't got no gangster shit to prove. I would have fell out. BX Ray in the building. I would have fell so hard. I'm telling you, I would have just fell. I would have rolled. I wasn't just no, I would have rolled with my shit. I'd have been rolling across the stage. You know what I mean? They would have had to come bring a dolly to get me the fuck out of there. No, I would have ruined the whole show with just my fall. Chris Rock still held the mic and kept on doing the jokes. I don't know how the fuck he did that, but like I said, I can see how he was surprised and how he felt so goddamn betrayed because he talked to them the night before the Oscars. This was a whole Jada Pinkett fucking scandal. This was a scandal. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, guys, smash that like button because you guys are upsetting me. Okay, this is an episode of Slap. You know we keep it real over this motherfucker and we keep it real fucking funny. So smash that like button, guys. For real. And I'm telling you, you know the first thing I do when I make it to where I want to be, where I'm like comfortable and shit, I'm getting my bottom teeth fixed. For the people who are looking at my bottom teeth always been fucking crooked. My bottom teeth is crooked. We ain't perfect out this motherfucker. We ordinary people. We just don't know which way to go. But we're ordinary. John Legend out this motherfucker, guys. We're ordinary people, so we all got some shit with us. But Jada Pinkett, you are a fucking terrible narcissistic motherfucker. You're gonna tell that man that Chris Rock sent you a picture of his fucking, oh my God, of his penis, his navel, a picture of his butt. Yes, this man, who sends a man that sends a picture of his butt? Now understand a man sending a picture of his penis when he knows that the woman that's waiting for the penis pic. I would never send a penis pic without the woman that I'm talking to's permission, that she knows that a penis pic is coming. I'm not just gonna randomly do no nasty shit like that. But it's men that do it. But Chris Rock did not do that, Jada. You're always lying. I'm waiting for your lying ass tell-all book to come out in October too. I want to see this sex tape with you and Tupac that you claim. I want to see all of this fucking shit. But that woman that worked for you, she told me you was a very nasty motherfucker. You were a very nasty evil bitch. Yeah, you old evil bitch. She said that when she said that Jada Pinkett used to talk to Will Smith all kinds of ways. And she said that she was there the night that Will Smith threw a party for her and Jada Pinkett told everybody to leave. She said Will Smith was throwing a party for her. I don't know what the party was, but it was for some special occasion. And Jada Pinkett came in there and was like, talking about she didn't like the way shit was set up, the designs and all that, and told everybody to get the fuck out. And Will Smith spent I think she said 100,000 or something like that on that party. And she said, fuck all of this shit. Everybody get the fuck out my house for no reason. And she said she heard Will Smith crying. She used to be the one to go talk. The woman who worked for Jada, the Smith family, used to talk to Will. Give him confidence. Give him self-esteem. Ain't that something that a wife's supposed to do? That's why she fired her. Because she see that she was talking to her husband and seeing how her husband was being mistreated. Yeah, Jada, you ain't, man. Okay, for these work for the, so be where she might accuse you with one of her mighty witches just trying to help but stay safe. And you know what, Sleepy Hollow? If she cast a spell on me, I've already had a spell casted on me. Sleepy Hollow, I just started wearing my beads. These are my African beads. These motherfuckers, I wear these when these are my spiritual beads. I'm at a place of peace. Demons and vampires, I could rebuke them in the name of Jesus. I had a spell. Do you guys know who Young Pharaoh is? Young Pharaoh tried to cast a spell on me a year ago. Young Pharaoh sleep upside down. He's like a vampire. Motherfucker sleep upside down. And he got mad at me because I did a video one time about some shit he did, and then he tried to cast a spell on me. You know what I mean? But I had rebuked Young Pharaoh in the name of Jesus. I rebuked him. I had a necklace full of garlic. He couldn't get through to me. Once I throw my garlic necklace on, Jada Pinkett and Young Pharaoh, none of those motherfuckers can fuck with me. Guys, yes, Marlon, it was Young Pharaoh. He tried to cast a spell on me last year. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. I'm glad he's doing great. We cool now because I had rebuked him in the name of Jesus. So he couldn't fuck with me. You know what I mean? But this is why Jada Pinkett Smith was talking about Chris Rock was obsessed with her. That's the whole plan. She knew she brainwashed Will Smith, told Will Smith that Chris Rock was sending her penis pics the night before the Oscars. She knew she knew already Chris Rock was gonna say the jokes. I could tell how she had it planned. Because they was talking to Chris Rock on three-way the night before. And Chris Rock was saying the jokes, it was no problem. So she knew, all right, soon as Chris Rock do the jokes, I'm gonna give Will Smith an attitude face. Will's gonna be such a simp bitch. He's gonna run up there and ruin his fucking career. That's the mind state she had. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't planned out what Chris Rock was gonna do, like his Netflix special. The bitch wasn't planned for that. That Chris Rock was gonna come back a year later. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she's trying to say that Chris Rock is obsessed with her. You see what I'm saying? She couldn't figure out. She was just playing for that night to ruin Will. But she was not playing for what Chris Rock was gonna do a year later. It all makes sense to me. That's why that woman, shout out to the woman who reached out to me, sweetheart, your information, your social media, that stuff like that is confidential. I will not tell anybody who directly it was to you, even though you were saying you didn't give a fuck, but you don't want to, because you want to, sell your book and everything like that. I appreciate you for even giving me the information, because I ain't afraid of them motherfuckers. I ain't afraid of them. You help me know what really happened. This is the real story of what happened before the Oscars, what led up to it. That's why I'm telling you guys, whenever I'm doing an episode of Slap to the Motherfucker Future, you guys got to make sure you tune in. Because you never know what the fuck I'm going to get. Since I've been doing the report on the Smith family, I've been getting all kinds of DMs from motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That used to be in that fucking house. That survived motherfucking Jada Pinkett. Surviving Jada Pinkett is motherfuckers who the survivors are reaching out to me for me to tell a motherfucking story. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly why Jada Pinkett said that Chris Rock was obsessed with her. Look at that evil motherfucker. Look at the evil motherfucker. Shout out to This Happening podcast. You know what I mean? Because this happening, I be watching you. You know what I mean? I know you be watching me. You know what I'm saying? And you be coming, you be having the motherfucking juice. You be getting all the information in the scoop too. You know what I mean? This is why she said Chris Rock was obsessed with her. You know what I mean? It's always a fucking lie and a scam. This bitch is a scam artist. Jada, I got you. I know all your scams. I know what you did last summer.
The double cashback.
I know what you did last summer, Jada. I'm at Jada. Your son, that whole family is weird. Will, you need to escape. Everybody else survived, Jada. Only person ain't survived yet is your ass.
How I suffer and no one suffers like me. It was like all of that. Yeah. And bringing more suffering into my life in order to prove and to build on that martyrdom.
Chris Rock's new Netflix comedy special included an explosive segment about the infamous Oscars slap, and Chris slammed both Jada and Will Smith for practicing selective outrage, and he blamed Jada for starting the drama. However, Jada's now firing back at Chris, claiming that she had no part in the Oscars incident and that Chris has been obsessed with her for years. There's a lot of drama to unpack here, so let's jump right in.
That's the thing I realized.
Yeah. Now look, you heard they said Chris Rock said that she had something to do with it. You know why? Because Chris Rock talked to them the night before the Oscars. And Jada Pinkett trying to say she had nothing to do with it. We know the fucking truth. You are a liar. Look at the demon. Look at her face. Look how evil Jada Pinkett look right here, guys. Tell me she couldn't be a Halloween mask. Tell me she could not be a Halloween mask. Look at that motherfucker. Jada Pinkett look like a Halloween mask right now. Walmart, if you guys are watching, you guys, this is sell. This will sell if you come out with some Jada Pinkett Halloween masks. Okay, I'm talking about all the costume horror places that sell masks. Come out with a Jada Pinkett mask. It's gonna scare the shit out of a motherfucker, especially a husband, especially a faithful man. This will scare the shit out of a faithful man. Look at how evil she looked. Look how evil Jada Pinkett looked. You telling me that's not a motherfucking evil face? You telling me she don't look like that she will get a motherfucker killed? Or she will kill somebody? That's how crazy she looked. I'm sorry, Jada. You changed over the years, like big time. in the worst
how
way.
I suffer and no one suffers like me. It was like all of that. And bringing more suffering into my life in order to prove and to build on that martyrdom.
Chris Rock's new Netflix comedy special included an explosive segment about the infamous Oscars slap, and Chris slammed both Jada and Will Smith for practicing selective outrage, and he blamed Jada for starting the drama. However, Jada's now firing back at Chris, claiming that she had no part in the Oscars incident and that Chris has been obsessed with her for years. There's a lot of drama to unpack here, so let's jump right in.
That's the thing I realized. It's always me.
Yeah.
It's always me.
On Saturday, March 4th, Chris Rock's highly anticipated comedy special titled Selective Outrage premiered on Netflix, reaching the streaming platform's top 10 after just one day of viewership. Chris finally addressed the 2022 Oscars incident in his special, and he blamed Jada Pinkett Smith for the ongoing feud between him and the Smiths. However, Jada's now clapped back at Chris and denied she had anything to do with the Oscars slap. But before we get into that, let's talk about what exactly Chris said in his special that touched a nerve with Jada. Chris's special premiered almost exactly 1 year after the 2022 Oscars slap incident, when Will Smith, seemingly offended by Chris Rock's joke about Jada's shaved head, marched on stage and slapped Chris on live TV.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Get my name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
During the past year, there's been a lot of debate in the media over the incident, with some people claiming the whole thing was staged, and others accusing Jada of instructing Will to slap Chris. Will, however, denied this, and 4 months after the incident, he posted a pre-recorded apology to Chris on his YouTube channel, claiming that Jada had nothing to do with his decision to slap Chris.
Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it.
However, Chris is now shutting down this narrative that he has a personal problem with the Smiths, and he claimed in his Netflix special that it was actually Jada who started the feud back in 2016, after she unsuccessfully tried to convince Chris to boycott the Oscars. Chris started off this segment by joking about how hard Will slapped him. However, he also said he doesn't think of himself as a victim, and he seemingly threw shade at Jada's constant complaining in the media.
Y'all know what happened to me? Getting smacked by Suge Smith. Everybody knows. Everybody fucking knows. Yes, it happened. I got smacked like a year ago. Like last week, I got smacked at the fucking Oscars by this motherfucker. And people like didn't hurt. It still hurts. I got summertime ringing in my ear. But I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah, again, crying. You will never see it. Never gonna happen.
I couldn't believe it that I'm nothing to blame.
No. It's never gonna happen.
Chris then went on to accuse Will Smith of practicing selective outrage and claimed that Will picked an easy target to take out his anger over Jada's entanglement with August Alsina.
Will Smith practices selective outrage. Practices selective outrage. Because everybody knows what the happened. Everybody that really knows I had nothing to do with that. I didn't have any entanglements. I did not have an entanglement. And for people that don't know, and everybody knows, Wilson and his wife was being her son's friend, okay? Now, I normally would not talk about this, but for some reason, these put that on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that is low down. What the?
Chris also mocked Jada's infamous 2020 episode of Red Table Talk when she interviewed Will about her entanglement, and he said Will was hurt by Jada's confession way more than he was hurt by that slap.
We all been cheated on. Everybody in here has been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television.
See, and you know what? This is the part that Jada Pinkett was not prepared for. She was prepared to start all the fucking trauma, all the trouble to get in Will Smith's fucking head. Okay? And Will, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got some big ass motherfucking ears. Okay? I got some big fucking ears too. You know, so I know you can hear me and hear me fucking good. She set you up, dude. She lied and told you that Chris Rock sent her a penis pic and a picture of his fucking navel, a picture of his hands. What type of sexual jester is a motherfucker sending you a picture of their hands? Okay? And you believe this shit and you went up and you used your fucking hands and you slapped Chris Rock back to the fucking future. Okay? And then you were set up. Jada Pinkett wanted to fuck up your whole night. And she was successful by setting you up to do it. But she wasn't prepared that Chris Rock was going to come back like this. And like he said, you motherfuckers put all this shit on fucking TV, at the red table. She talked you into putting your business out there. You know what I'm saying? And you went for it. And that's why what I got to say is, I don't know if you guys know the rapper Young Jock. Young Jock, he had the song, Meet Me in the Trap. It's going down. Meet me in the mall. It's going down. Shout out to Young Jock. I think Young Jock gets his hair done at the same place that Jaden gets his hair done. Young Jock got the same hairdresser as Jaden Smith. Okay? And I don't know if that's why Young Jock was in agreements. Because Young Jock, I saw you on Vlad TV. Okay? And I fuck with you, dude. But when you said that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, that red table shit was normal, motherfucker, you lost your mind. And I see how you fixed it up, though. You said it was weird normal. First, you said it was normal. That got to be the most normal shit ever to do. And I know, Young Jock, you turned into a reality star, which was very smart because you ain't had a hit out since 2001. Meet Me in the Trap. It's going down. So it was smart for you to turn into reality TV. So I shot you out for that. But I feel like, motherfucker, you are wrong. It ain't shit about only part, like I said, that I feel like you were wrong. It was several parts on your Vlad TV interview where you said that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett sitting down at the red table that she created, you know, that it was normal. That was some normal shit. And the reason why I think you said that, Young Jock, because you are a reality TV star now. So all your shit is in reality. And then it's a lot of shit that they make up. They make up that shit on reality TV. They make up fights and shit. It's be in the script. You know what I'm saying? There's some of the shit that be real. But you're used to being, like, your relationships and stuff being in the public, which I get that. But that was weird as fuck for Will Smith not to be. He didn't have to go to reality TV. They say that the big stars or whatever go to reality TV, of course, to make money. But it's like, it's when you start to, you're trying to build relevancy back. You know what I'm saying? So I got love for you, bro. But that shit that you said was off. I don't agree with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was not normal that she set this motherfucker down. This nigga was from Independence Day, Young Jock. Will Smith once saved the fucking world. So what the fuck do you think it feels like when you got to watch your motherfucker action, one of your favorite action heroes get diminished and destroyed in front of the world by a female? And I wouldn't even want to see a female that was like somebody that I looked up to in the movie world growing up. I wouldn't want to see her get fucking destroyed on national television. Because it fucks up my childhood, okay? Young Jock, I believed in Mike Lowry once upon a time. You know what I'm saying? But Chris Rock made all this shit clear. You know, that's why this shit was a setup the whole time. You know what I mean? It was a setup. And here go Young Jock, the shit he said about Will Smith and Chris Rock. Listen to this nigga. Tell me if y'all agree with it.
Chris finally addressed the Will Smith slap.
Yeah. When he kept saying bitch, kept saying Jada name.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
He said something that was so real. He was like, yo, which is truth. He was like, yo, you mad at me. You mad at the wrong person. Your wife was sleeping with your son's friend. That's number one. But then you go and do a sit-down interview with the person who cheated on you, and y'all was the one who put it out to the world. We wouldn't even known about it. Y'all did that. Who actually does that? And first off, it was hilarious, but secondly, you got a point.
No, got a hell of a point. That was one of the clips I saw. And I was like, damn. Yeah, it did kind of play out like this, and it played out like that, and damn, he ended up having to sit down. He said, you ain't never had to be interviewed by the person who cheated on you, have you? And when he said, I said, God damn, that's how you got slapped the first time. But when you take the time to point out the truth, no matter how far you got to go to get the truth, that's sustainability. You know, hey man, it's a dirty game. But you, again, when you put it out there, that's how I go. When you put it out there.
Now, Young Jock, I'm going to say to the line you just said, that's how you got slapped originally the first time. Let me tell you something, sir. Chris Rock is a comedian. He shouldn't have got slapped, period, for doing the joke. I get what you're saying, Young Jock, when you're saying, okay, that's how you got slapped the first time, but that's not true, Young Jock. I found out from the woman who used to work for Jada Pinkett. She reached out for me. That's why I'm doing this Slap to the Future episode right now. Okay, Chris Rock talked to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett before the Oscars. Okay, and I told you I like your hair. You go to the same hair dresser as Jaden Smith. I'm loving the hair. You know what I mean? And you're smart because you know it's catchy, but I disagree with you right there. Everything that you say, I'm going to just call you out on it. Chris Rock didn't deserve the slap. I understand you saying this is how he got slapped, Young fucking Jock, but he didn't deserve it. So finish, motherfucker, finish.
You got to be prepared for whatever comes with it. Because sometimes people do things with the end goal in mind, right? And they could see how it's gonna play out because they're kind of putting everything in place, all the parameters, they're setting the table, they're setting the parameters on how they want this thing to play out. But then there's this organic part that happens that you never know is gonna happen. You be like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna do that. And yeah, so it is interesting the way it has grown into this whole big story time about their personal lives. And because it felt like that was used to jump off Red Table Talks. That was already around, but I felt like that right there really made people say, I got to tune in because she got to be driving some game. If you telling me she been able to do all this, sustain her marriage, sustain her career, sustain her lifestyle, and still be this class act in front of the world, I want to tune in to Red Table Talk and hear, what is a Red Table Talk, right?
That's it. Yeah.
I want to tune in to hear what she got to say. And she got the viewership that she was looking for.
Now, young Jock, you were totally right. She made Will sit down and embarrass him at the red table for her to be able to get the viewership to get motherfuckers to say, yo, I want to watch this. But once again, young Jock, her doing that, throwing her husband under the bus just to get motherfuckers to view her idea, her red table, and she had to use Will to destroy him to make her shit pop. I think that was fucking wrong. You know what I mean? And Kel, to answer your question, honey, yes, I'm still reporting on it every time I get some fucking juice. Okay? Thank you for tuning in to Slap to the Future. Sugar.
Now,
Let him finish.
it don't look like it from the outside looking in. I don't see, it doesn't appear to have changed the dynamics of their family. The kids been, these free thinkers, free spirits. They too themselves are. So that's just what it's come to. At the end of the day, that's what it's come to. But they put that shit out there. And then they sat down and talked to each other about it in front of the world.
Which, young Jock, was weird as fuck. For them, too, to be, for Will to be as big as he is. I understand, young Jock, you are a reality TV star. For you to pop, you have to do shit in reality world in order, for you to make money and all that, which is great. Will Smith is fucking Will Smith. He's I Am Legend. He's Hancock. Okay? So he don't have to do shit like that. He was Mike Lowry. So finish, dude.
It sounds a little crazy, don't it?
It's crazy. Yes, it is.
It sounds all the way crazy.
It sounds all the way crazy until you realize no matter what, they came and sat back down. They both made it back to the table. In our community and in society, a lot of times people don't make it back to the table, baby.
Preach, Jock.
Preach, some Jock. People get taken out before the table, before it's even an offering for you to come back to the table.
And listen, Vlad TV, I mess with you. Shout out to Vlad TV. And shout out to the hostess right here. But when you preach Jock, because Jock is saying, well, they made it back to the table. They shouldn't have been on the table in the first place. This shit shouldn't have never been public, young fucking Jock. Meet me in the trap. It's going down. So that's where it's false. Go ahead, young Jock, finish. Okay, I told you I fuck with you, but I'm gonna call out everything that I see. You are making it like it was cool that Jada Pinkett set Will Smith, action hero ass, down and did this in front of the world. You're making it like that is fucking cool when it's not, young Jock. I'm loving the hair though. You and Jaden Smith go to the same hairdresser. That's probably why you're siding with them. I know the truth. Young Jock.
Somewhere in there, you got to be able to, Hey, man, let me tell you something. You ever hear the phrase, man, it's hard to find. It's like a needle in a haystack. You hear people say needle in a haystack?
Yeah.
Because when people sit there and look at all...
What is this?
So, hey, they got to move out the way just to get to the truth. They might have moved the truth out the way. So some people just will say, hey, man, it's over with. The end, and leave it at that. No, you got to be willing to move this shit out the way. Move the trash out the way. Let's get to what we here for. What's the truth? And that's the truth is, they were willing to do whatever they were willing to do to get to this outcome. And here we back to that again. This is the outcome. And as two consenting adults, nobody made you sit here, nobody forced you to be here. There's not a judge involved. There are not goddamn attorneys involved. It's not the world making them do that. They decided to do that, and I applaud them for that as a unit. No matter how weird that shit look, how crazy they look, because you can go right to your best friend's house right now and him and his goddamn wife and family do some shit that you and your wife and family just don't do. It's weird. It's like, I love y'all, but that shit not weird. I don't let my dog get in my bed. That in itself is just so goddamn weird to me. Like, you let your dog get in your bed? Man, this is the dog like our baby. Boy, y'all crazy as hell. But that just as that's weird, this looks weird. So all I'm saying is kudos to Will Smith, his wife, their family unit. They living how they living. They still richer than a mug. And they were able to be two consenting adults willing to get back to that table as two consenting adults and talk about the problems they've caused each other.
And you know what, Young Jock? I salute you for speaking on how you felt about that. But I'ma still stand on what I gotta stand on, Young Jock. Them sitting at that fucking red table, to me, dude, in front of the world, was weird as a motherfucker. And you did say it was different, it was weird, but I just don't think it should have happened, Young Jock. Like, I see what you're saying, at least that they sat down and they were two consensual adults that both agreed to do it. But I just don't think it was a good idea, Young Jock. I understand, like I said, you're a reality TV star now. You know what I'm saying? So I see what you're saying, but I don't want it to sound like this was appropriate or he sounds like a fucking idiot. See? That's what I'm saying, Mark. You see what I'm saying? He making it sound like this is something cool to have done. No, you know what I mean? I'm trying to feel him. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as them, with him saying that, okay, they were adults. Yeah, they both did it. You know what I mean? But, nigga, they shouldn't have done it. At their fucking status, they shouldn't have done it. This was a fucking setup that Jada Pinkett did to belittle him, sir.
And they've shared in front of the world. So when everybody's saying like, oh my God, that's crazy over there. Oh my God, that's probably the most stable shit I done seen.
Did y'all hear what this nigga Young Jock just said? Now, Young Jock, I'm gonna have to call you. I'm gonna have to take your fucking wave cap off. What in the fuck makes you think what Will Smith and Jada Pinkett done? Jada down Will Smith at the fucking red table. You're talking about this was the most stable shit that they have done? This Young Jock, me and you got to be around the same age, motherfucker. You telling me this the most stable shit you seen Will Smith do in his lifetime? In our lifetime? Even back when Jada Pinkett used to have great motherfucker be in great movies, and cause she still are in iconic movies. You know, from back in the day, shit we love. Look, Kelly cracking the fuck up. Salute to you. But this is not the greatest shit, Jock. You're really acting like this was normal, all because you go to the same hairdresser as Jaden Smith. That's why you're fucking agreeing with the family, Jock. Are they paying you? Did they cash have you $25 or something? Why are you acting like this shit is normal? This man is ignorant. Stable my ass. That's what I'm saying, Bernadine. This motherfucker said this is the most stable shit he saw. And watch he try to change that comment. Cause he know he sound retarded. Watch this. And I'm sorry, Jock, you do. You sound crazy than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But watch he try to turn around. He try to double back on that comment. Watch what this nigga said.
That's probably the most unstable, stable shit you done seen.
First, he said it was the most stable shit. Then he just said this is the most unstable shit you've ever seen. Cause he know. I don't know what's in the ointments and the products that's in your hair right now, Jock. And I think that shit must have, like, you know, whatever's in your hair must have told you, Jock, this was the most dumbest shit you could have said. You got to fix it and fix it now. Imagine your wife saying, baby, can you come to the TV program? Right. I wish the fuck I would. John said, baby, can you come to my TV program so I can interview you about how I fucked our son's friend? Exactly. And you see how John just said that shit? Like, straight what it was. John got straight to the goddamn point. Imagine that. And for the women that think that was okay, imagine your husband or your man tell you, look, can you sit down at this motherfucker table, this burgundy table, and we're gonna record it and we're gonna let the world know, and I want the world to hear me give you my truth. And he tell you that he got another woman pregnant, and it happens to be our daughter's friend, or he fucked him, it would be a total different kind of result. A whole different mind state. First thing you gonna think is R. Kelly, Sandusky, motherfucking, I forget what that white dude name is. What the fuck? I forget. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're gonna think some sick shit automatically. Jock, I can't agree with you on this one, sir.
Yeah.
That's an unstable statement. That's
Yo,
been
you just
stabilized.
broke that down. You really just broke that down so dope, Jock.
I'm saying, bro, like sometimes we gotta talk about it because.
And whoever's interviewing on Vlad TV, like I said, shout out to Vlad TV, dude. The dude that's interviewing Young Jock, why are you riling that motherfucker up, sir? Telling him, oh, Jock, oh man, this is the most amazing shit. Oh, Jock, you done broke that motherfucker down, dude. Oh, you broke it down. You sitting there with your pom-poms gassing that motherfucker up. That's like telling Young Jock that his hairstyle is actually handsome. You know what I mean? Hey, Jamil in the chat. Impress in the building. How you doing, Queen? Jada Pinkett strikes again. You know what I mean? But Young Jock, I got to disagree, okay, with you. But go ahead, continue, sir.
What's the lesson in it all?
What is the lesson? Tell me, Young Jock.
Well, the lesson is don't smack a comedian in front of 1 million people and think he ain't gonna come back after he get his bag from Netflix.
Now, that was the best thing that I just heard. The dude who's fucking interviewing Young Jock, I can't stand that hoe. That's what I'm talking about at Press Ella. Nobody can stand her. She's sitting there, you know, the night before the fucking Oscars, she told Will Smith that Chris Rock sent her a penis pic and a picture of his navel. This is why Will was all riled up. It's some fucked up shit. Like, he had Will already thinking Chris Rock was trying to fuck her behind the scenes. So this is why Will was really riled up. I got the inside scoop. You know what I mean? I talked to a woman who Jada Pinkett fired that worked for her for 7 years, and she told me every goddamn thing. But this was the best thing that the interviewer guy could have said on Vlad TV. By telling Young Jock, next time you slap a comedian, motherfucker, you better think goddamn twice. You know, because, yeah, you might feel like you got off that day. But remember, we take our most painful times and turn it into laughter. So you slap me, you better believe, nigga, it's going to be a lot of funny shit that's going to happen after the slap. You know? So, yeah, stay tuned. Every time I do an episode of Slap to the Future, it's always going to be funny, but we're going to be talking about some real shit. And this episode of Slap to the Future is starring fucking Jada Pinkett, because she's the goddamn corporate of this whole thing. Amen, impressed?
It's been 10 minutes roasting the hell out of you. That's the lesson.
I always tell people this. Never give the camera anything that you don't want to be seen.
And that was a good thing Young Jock said.
Because once the camera's captured, it's going to be manipulated how the world wants. So what it says is, hey, him and Jada probably said, Will and Jada probably sat at that table and said, look here, man, we can't do this shit no more because this shit got out of hand. People want to beat me up. These people didn't want to carry my new movie, Emancipation. People is mad at me who I thought was my friends forever. Everybody know you got down. Don't give a fuck at this point. We should just shut the fuck up and keep our business. They probably high-fived, the guy slapped on his ass, she slapped on his ass, and they went off after that damn episode. Because what I see out of it, I'm telling you, man, I'm like, damn, as crazy as it seems, it is one of the most stable blow-ups, glow-up, and it's stabilized. It's like, boom. Oh. They're not in the news talking about...
Young Jock Once again, you're talking about it was stable. No, the fuck it wasn't. It was embarrassment, sir. And that's why you got that stupid look on your face right there. Nothing was stable about it. The things that I agreed with you that you said in here, I shouted you out. But when you keep trying to make it like her sitting him down, telling her business, telling their business, and her saying what she did on national TV, nigga, it wasn't stable. He just pouring his heart out to Vlad. Exactly. You ain't lying. He just want to keep his relevancy and whatever. But like I said, Young Jock, if you go to his hairstylist, he goes to the same guy that does Jaden Smith's hair. I think it's a hairdresser named Dwayne. Young Jock gets his hair done by Dwayne, and so does Jaden Smith. And shout out to Dwayne. You dig me? But yes, man. How did she know that was truly his? Unless she saw it before. Damn, Mozo, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. You's a smart motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? What's Vlad body count at this point? That's definitely a no-no. Yeah, man. So like I said, shout out to the woman that used to work for them, and I'm glad you working for a whole nother celebrity family, and they treating you way better than Jada Pinkett and the Smith family did. Thank you for your information, and I appreciate all of y'all, and thank y'all for coming. And this was another great episode of Slap to the Future, starring Jada Pinkett.